Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully Enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take a few minutes to understand how this practice will help for us to develop our inner awareness. And at the same time, when it comes to the clarity, what we experience. So the important thing when we practice ourselves, preparation, and physically we know how to do it. But when it comes to the mind, it is very important for you to relax your mind. Because it's always when it comes to thinking process, that inner heaviness always going to be there. And the other thing is, always there is an inner sound come to do things mentally. This example, if there is something come to your mind, then inner sound come, oh, think about it. Maybe tomorrow, oh, think about it. So like that, there is a current keep you pushing towards the thoughts. So that is that's the ego job. That is what the ego does. It's always push you towards, push your mind, try to pull your mind towards something. So then in that very moment, just settle down yourself. And once you come to practice, remember there is nothing that you must do, that the do list beyond your practice. Because maybe we always sometimes depend on do list. Oh, tomorrow I have to do, day after tomorrow, next month, next week, so like that. But once you sit, don't depend on your do list. And don't allow your ego or the self-centered mind to take you away. Because that your self-centered mind, that means identity, always makes separations, differences. So differences itself your identity, and identity itself means difference. So when you settling down with your body and mind, and the breathing, and when it comes to the tranquility state, there is no difference. But in our conventional life, with this day-to-day experience, we always create a difference, separation. So that's why you should not allow it to happen while you practice meditation. Another thing is this heaviness in your head, in your mind, in your brain. And sometimes we feel when it comes to thinking process, when we depend on thoughts, and sometimes that your head, you feel so heavy. So always remember, when it comes to meditation, in the beginning, try to release it. Don't hold that weight behind your head or some behind you. And some people feel in this area. So, but anywhere, whatever that, don't hold that heaviness. Release it. Even you can move your neck a little bit and relax your shoulders. It's okay. You take few minutes to settle down. And at the same time, mentally, releasing that is the important thing rather than holding it. Because when it comes to focus, sometimes that our attention towards in forward, and then the physical reaction start to build up a tightness inside us. So you have to release that mentally. So that recognizing that is very important. And once you settle down with the breathing, this you are capable little by little, recognize the behavior of the mind. So our purpose is go inward and see our own mind, recognizing our own thoughts. Because that everything built inside our thoughts. It's not outside. That always we have a story inside us, we keep living with that. That it's story itself, even though we feel kind of like bring a connection to the outside, it always separates us from the outside world. That means the reality. So if I give an example, just imagine you have a parrot, bird. So the parrot is outside. And then it starts to make a sound. So that sound waves come to your ear. And when it comes to that sound waves, it has a certain properties related to any sound. The frequency, the vibration can be different, but still when it comes to sound, that all the sound carry the same properties. So that sound is not the parrot. It doesn't have any relationship to you. And it doesn't have any kind of form. The build-up as a parrot. But what happens, see that, behind the wall, that parrot is there, and it makes the noise and the sound come to you through filtering all the air and the walls and or maybe if there is a window, the glass or the wood, that out of that all filtering, the voice come to you. Once the voice, the sound hit the ear, so that inside you recognize, oh, it's my parrot. That my parrot itself separate you from this universal nature. So that's one example. And whatever you see, the same. Whatever you hear, smell, taste, feel, that all the same. And what we build inside us, this me, my, mind, so like that, we always building up it. And we live with it. And we live with it. And as a result of that, what happened? We become from it. So the meditation allows you to not to go that way, just to settle down in the moment, allow your perception to happen itself. But still remember, in very subtle level, the thoughts keep going. Thoughts pattern happen. There is no way that you can neutral the thought going to happen. But the thing is, you are more aware not to go with that. That is the power that you develop. And knowingly, you know that you are observing, and knowingly you not allow your awareness to go with the thoughts. So now you develop kind of like a solid state. And another way we call it undisturbed mind, tranquility state, samadhi, satori. So once you have that solid state, what you can see, the very moment of experience, that is the entering point. The very moment of experience arises as a result of many causes and conditions. But in day-to-day life with the experience, we don't have that kind of understanding. So as example, if we bring a simile to understand this, just imagine you riding a boat. So you're rowing, and while you're rowing, that you think that you are the one who doing, and as a result of that, the boat keep going forward. If you are the one who rowing the boat, that other things doesn't need, because you are, it is you. So then how about this? So you bring the same boat to the ground, and you use exactly the same strength to row the boat. Do you think that if the boat will go forward? No. So it needs the water. But see, when you ride the boat, but you never thought the water also helped for you. And we thought, oh, I am the one who doing this. And not only that, not only the water, the very current of the water. Another thing is the wind. This all together bring that reaction and the result. But ourselves, when we hold it to the self, what happened? We separate that everything and we categorize, oh, it is me. So this is the very thing in day-to-day life happening. So the wisdom itself means you are capable to understand while you are experiencing something, to recognize all the properties and their characters and their behaviors and their outcome, and causation and interconnection. And when you come to that understanding, what happens, and then the right away, in that very moment, you release this self-centered mind, because now you know this very moment of experience happening as a result of many things. So, and once it come to that, you just hold it to the outcome, result, and not going to have any kind of permanent idea about object or the subject. So this is the method that you develop in you little by little, and then you are capable to expand that. You will first you experience it within yourself. And once you expand it little by little, you recognize that around you, things, the people, the living beings, this each and everyone is a part of you, and you are part of that. That harness itself bring the flexibility to yourself moment by moment. And when you are in the moment and you experience the newness, and with that newness, when you develop the harness, you never go backward and start to develop a self-centered mind or self-centered experience. So that way, your moment by moment experience become more open. That openness help you to release the identity that we carry inside us. So once you don't have that identity, there is no separation, there is no difference. And then you come to the oneness. And once you have that oneness, then naturally the loving kindness, compassion arising. And with that loving kindness and compassion, you have deeper wisdom to recognize how things interdepending. And not only that, and you recognizing how you contribute to the moments, also then you become more mindful. Why? Because you know you are responsible out of your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, that whatever the outcome, it's going to bring us some kind of effect to the others. So that is where you become more disciplined. So then now you develop the self-discipline. And to develop the self-discipline, rather than go with the fear, that rather than go with the unknown future, now you know more clearly when you don't do something, what happens. So that brings the strength to you. So another way, you become more faithful regarding your own practice. So that is where the roots, the conviction, the faith, determination, and build up the strength in you. So see how that it make you more grounded, deeper within your own practice. Because once you have that kind of ground, so you are, it doesn't matter whatever the outside world situations or the circumstances, your practice going to more and more go inward and experience deeper reality. And when it comes to the deeper reality, and we experience the nature. So the nature means not what happened in the past or in the moment what you experience. So that's why that's kind of like when you go to natural museums, and even though you see many things, there are major three things that you see there. One is birds, another one is bees, another one is flowers. and extra are the most of things we created using all the most of the material things collected by this outside. So when it comes to the nature, so what is happening in the moment? Understanding is very important. Why? Because when you disconnect from that, you destroy the nature. That's what happened. We are the one who mainly destroy the nature. We are the one who, go, even though we go to natural museums, we are the one who destroy the nature. And we are the one who kill animal most of. And we are the one who that bring that all the difficulties to the environment. So, but one should deeper have that clarity. It's not going to happen from you. You become more harness. You become more harness. And that itself bring the safety to yourself and for the environment. So when your wisdom become more deeper, sharp and clear, and out of that, the very natural person going to be there. That is the result. So natural person means in the moment you live as a part of the nature. You not separate from the nature. You become a part of the nature. You accept it. You go with it. You bend everything to go with that nature. So that flexibility, it still bring the vulnerability yourself and bring the satisfaction to yourself. And that through that satisfaction, bring the ultimate freedom to yourself. And through that freedom, it bring the ultimate liberation or the transformation to yourself. So when it comes to practice, you have to remember then, as I mentioned from the beginning, keep relax your mind and keep relax the physical body, and at the same time, knowingly observe. So we start focusing our mind in front of our nose and upper lip area towards inhalation, exhalation. So without bringing any kind of command, intention, or without verbalizing your experience, without any interference, just observe your natural inhalation, exhalation. So that will bring the connection with your awareness. And once you recognize that, and in the beginning recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. So once you settle down and follow the length of the inhalation, exhalation, maybe it become longer, shorter, heavy, soft. So get the character, recognize the nature. That recognition itself will brush up your mind, make it more sharp and clear. And then you will see moment by moment, this inhalation, exhalation change, that change itself bring the change to your inside. So this inside, outside, both change moment by moment will teach you what is the nature of the impermanent. So the impermanent of the experiencer. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think, We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, in this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chami sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchutu. Bless you.